Hi everyone, this is Stephanie from Mumma ENJO. Today I'm going to introduce you to our amazing floor cleaning system. This is a very famous, world-renowned floor cleaning system. It is the absolute best for your floors and it'll clean any floors. Firstly, I'm just going to show you our hardware. So basically you have the pole and the head. So this pole here actually extends out to 1.8 meters. So it also attaches to your window cleaner and also your dust flexi, but it's fantastic because it means it's ergonomic and it's good for your back. You're not bending over to sweep or mop your floors. Next we have the head. So this is the collar. We just have closed on one side, open on the other. So the way this goes together, when you get it delivered to your door, it's in two pieces. So what we're going to do is just pop the collar down. We're going to grab the pole, we're going to put this in and just twist it around until it clicks. Don't know if you heard that, but there's a little click. So one of the really good things about the floor cleaner is it actually stands by itself. So it means that you don't need to prop it against the wall if the phone rings, the kids call you, someone comes to the door, anything like that. So it stands by itself. I like to store mine next to my fridge. With my fibre just hanging off the top of the pole. So it's not going to go scratching along the wall. When you are storing your floor cleaner, just make sure you don't store it with the fibre sitting underneath it because that's actually going to squash the fibres. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to sweep the floors and mop your floors. Basically, when you order a floor fibre bundle, you receive 2 floor fibres of your choice. So this one here is our dust floor fibre. This is an absolute must for every house. So this one here is used dry and this one is replacing like your broom or your vacuum cleaner. Now I have a really expensive LG vacuum cleaner that I absolutely love for my carpets. However, when it comes to my hard floors, I use this. Now I use this because it's actually picking up more dust and hair and micro dust and all that sort of stuff. It picks up more than what the vacuum cleaner does. And that sort of stuff is really important for when you have allergies and asthma and all that type of thing. And also just for keeping your floor clean. So because this is used dry, you don't have to wash it after every use. Once you've finished, you can just go outside, rub it together, bang it against the wall. If you have a little dust buster, I like to use that to just vacuum it up. Then we have our wet floor fibre. So this one here is called an all-purpose floor fibre. It goes on my floors. However, we have a few different ones depending on the finish of your floor. There's also like a high gloss shiny one and we have 2 other floor fibres that are predominantly for outside. Obviously we're just using water and we also use a spray bottle. So I will show you how we do the floors and use the system. Okay, so first we're going to dust the floors. So we need to make sure that we've dusted them and cleaned them properly before we mop them. ENJO dust floor fibre gives the best finish and it's also means that when you do mop it, you're going to have a streak-free finish as well because we know that we've got everything off the floors. So basically we've got the dust fibre here, just pinch the sides, drop it to the floor. Now with the floor fibre, floor hardware we've already put together, I'm just going to press open with my foot and then I'm going to pop that in and then close it. Now like I said before, that stands by itself. Now what we need to do is with our foot, I'll show you on here, but with our foot we're going to pop that collar up. So just pop that collar up with the foot and it means that it's now moving and then we're just going to twist that pole up until around about our nose height so it's ergonomic for our back. Now when we are sweeping or dusting the floors, we're going to walk backwards, S-shaped motion, and that means that we're picking up everything in its track. You will find that you're covering a lot more surface area when you're using this. I'm literally just standing, walking backwards, and I'm covering a lot more surface area than I would with a broom or I would with a vacuum cleaner. So if I bring this over here, I'll just show you. That's all the dust and hair and stuff that it's picked up. Now, by walking backwards in my S-shaped motion, obviously the fibre is going to pick up all of the dust and stuff like that, but of course you're going to have particles that it's not going to pick up. It hasn't got hands and fingers on it. So you're going to have pieces like little stones or leaves or, you know, crumbs, you know, rice bubbles, all that type of stuff. So by walking backwards and doing the S shape, you're still taking it with you. Find a little corner, pop it in the corner, and that's when you dustpan and broom it or dust bust it. Now, when you're doing the floors, I always start with the edges first, just so I collect everything. Because the fibre is actually larger than the hardware, it's not going to hit against your sideboards and chip it. And another lovely handy feature of this, you can pop it up and you can dust your skirting boards or your walls very, very simply and easily. Next, we have the wet floor fibre. Now with the floor fibre, we're just going to be using water. Get yourself a spray bottle. The Enjo spray bottle is the absolute best. Brass nozzle, 12-month warranty, and it is weighted. So it just means that when you are doing your floors, or sometimes in the you know, different corners in the bathroom, you're able to, it still sprays when it goes upside down. Now we want to be spraying the fibre. Don't put it under the tap because you're using too much water. You don't need it to be that wet. So we're going to open that up, pop that in, close it, collar up, twist it to your nose. You can actually spray the floor as well if you would like. So you can either spray the floor or the fibre. Now when you are mopping your floors, you can go backwards and do your S-shape motion like we did with the dust floor fibre. My floors are a little bit more fussier, so I actually go back and forth like this. Again, I'm not bending over, it is ergonomic. I'm going back and forth, and then I'm going with the grain. So I'm sort of like going against the grain, then with the grain. That actually finishes my floors off a lot better, and I find it a lot more smoother to do. So you will find that it's not, no, it doesn't take very long for your floors to dry. Because we're only using a little bit of water and it's not transferring the dirt back onto the floors. You're not having a dirty mop and bucket and all that type of stuff. And I will show you shortly a little bit about how it doesn't transfer onto the walls. Any questions or comments, please pop it below. Thank you.